Welcome to another edition of Whiskey, Games, and Nerd Stuff. In today's video, we're going to discuss and review Jefferson's Bourbon. This is their straight bourbon whiskey. It's 82 proof, and you can usually get this for under $40. I've seen it as low as $30 in some liquor stores. Before we get into the nose, flavor, finish, all that fun stuff, let's talk a little bit about Jefferson's. Jefferson was founded in 1997 by Trey Zeller and his father Chet. And even though they have been founded as recently as the 1997, they are an 8th generation whiskey family. According to the website, and I thought this was pretty cool, Trey's 8th generation grandmother was arrested for the production and sale of spirituous liquors. So they can definitely say bourbon has runs in the family. Their story is pretty cool, and if you go to the website, jeffersonsbourbon.com, you can find a lot of information about them, watch a video, and there's actually a really cool video on YouTube and on their website. If you search 25 years of Jefferson's Bourbon, I thought it was really cool, and it definitely helped and increased my appreciation for drinking the Jefferson's brand. Particularly when it goes into how they came across the idea of doing Jefferson's Ocean. And for those that are not aware, they actually put some bourbon barrels on boats and sell them across the world. The idea being that going through storms and the boat rocking back and forth and it swishing the whiskey in the barrel, it would have a certain quality to it as it aged. Since then, they've stashed barrels of bourbon all over the world. And if you watch the video, it's really cool. I really recommend going to their website or watching their video. And I also believe they have a YouTube channel. I want to say it's called Jefferson's Bourbon or the Jefferson's Bourbon channel. Another good thing about going to their website, like a lot of brands, they will have some great recipe ideas for different types of drinks you can make. And you're also going to see some of the different selections of bottles they have and the different styles. I really particularly like this bottle. I've always liked how the Jefferson small batch worked, mainly because I like the size of these and how they fit in the bar. They used to have a Jefferson on the back. I kind of like this little sigil. I don't know if you can see it, but as you're going to drink this, the sigil will stand out a little bit more. I thought these were cool, and these always stand out well in a bar, and I've always liked having these. So when we crack this open, the nose should give a hint of brown sugar and citrus. The flavor should be some vanilla, peaches, and toffee. And the finish is supposed to be delicate, warm, and honey. And the reason I like to say those things beforehand is for anybody who's watched these videos, other than me saying that, hey, I like this, or I like this neat, or I like this way. I'm not always the best at describing the nose, the flavor, the finish, and all that stuff. It's something that I'm trying to do a better job of. But I've also found it's interesting to kind of read what it's supposed to taste like in some cases, then taste it and see, okay, now that you're looking for that flavor, you might notice it more. Kind of like when you buy a car, you never see that car around, and you happen to buy a particular make or model, and now you're seeing it everywhere. The other things I like to do is at a few months later, you're not necessarily remembering what it's supposed to taste like. You taste it, then you read what it's supposed to taste like to kind of see what it is. But I think that some things that, and I'll come out and say it, there are some whiskey snobs out there, and there are some bourbon snobs out there. People like what they like. So as long as you like something, and as long as you can afford it, and as long as you enjoy it, that's what matters. Number one rule, or I shouldn't say the number one rule. Number one rule is to drink and drink safely, or be safe when you drink. But the next rule for this is enjoy what you drink. Like what you like. Don't like something because somebody tells you how you should like it or if it's good or not. So with that said, let's go ahead and crack open this bottle and see what we're tasting, and do we like it? So let's go ahead and crack open this bottle. Question is, how long will it take me to open this? And do I try to actually edit out the few extra seconds that it took me to open this? Or do I just let everybody sit for 30 seconds while I try and open it? Now that we've got this open, let's go ahead and pour a bit. Get a nice little pour. Really like the color on this. I don't know how well that's coming across in this video. It's nice. It's not as dark as you would think. Let's go ahead and take a smell. Okay, I do get the citrus. I'm not getting the brown sugar, but I'm getting a sweet citrus smell. Let's go ahead and taste it. Okay. I'm definitely getting a vanilla flavor. Definitely getting that toffee. The finish definitely is, I can definitely tell the honey. This is definitely a sipper. And this is what I'm remembering on the Jefferson's small batch. The nice thing about this is, particularly with the price point, this is one that makes a great sipper. It also makes one where even if you want to put a little ice in it and water, you're going to enjoy it just as much. But these make great old fashions. I'm going to take another sip. I really enjoy this. So one of the questions is going to be, what game should I pair this with? So for the price point, this is really good. Again, I've seen these anywhere from $30 to $40. I think the average price for this 750 milliliter bottle is about $35. It's 82 proof. It's very smooth. You're definitely getting that citrusy smell. And the more it sits there and opens up, the more I am starting to smell that brown sugar. This is something definitely that I would recommend getting, particularly for the price point. For those who want to really indulge, there's the Jefferson's Ocean, which is going to be a little more expensive, but it's great to kind of have that story and talk about a bottle where if you get a group of friends together, for poker night or game night, and you say, hey, look, this bottle's, the barrel sat on a ship and it went around the world a couple times, or went to this place a few times. One of the things that I think people seem to forget is drinking and enjoying whiskey or drinking and enjoying bourbon isn't just about drinking the bourbon or drinking the whiskey. It's what is the ambiance? What is the story? What's the backstory about it? Who made it? Why they made it? What went into it? And the friends that you're making along the way. That's one of those things where when I drink a good bourbon or a good whiskey, my memories always flash back to great experiences I've had with people enjoying a nice cigar, having a good bourbon, having good whiskey, playing games, or on a particular trip. I've had some amazing experiences and made some great friends, especially since we started this channel. I get people that reach out to me on this or on the other social medias, or who have happened to bump into me and amazingly recognize my voice, which I always thought was kind of cool, or see the t-shirts that I've got. And I've always enjoyed those experiences. Really would love to hear your thoughts and opinion on Jefferson's Bourbon. And is there a particular one that you enjoy the most? And in the comment section, leave some great stories that you've had when you've enjoyed Jefferson's or other bourbons and other whiskeys. And would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. I do really appreciate everybody taking the time to watch these videos. Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's take one more sip. Really enjoy that. And then I am playing a lot of games on Board Game Arena lately. So if you're on there, go ahead and feel free to reach me out. The handle on Board Game Arena is the same as the channel, Whiskey Games and Nerd Stuff. Feel free to send a friend request, and happy to play some games. I've already made a couple good friends on there of people that I've chatted with. One who recognized me from the channel, one who found out about the channel when we were playing some of the games on there. So, definitely a shout out to all the friends I've made. Again, once more, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, everybody, cheers.